going on, everybody? Welcome back to the simulator. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be chilling on the Garmin R10 again for probably what will be my last video for the foreseeable future. Great little unit, but it doesn't have a lot of content within the Awesome Golf app. In fact, today we're going to play Mission Hills, Blackstone, and that's the last of the 2 new courses that came out with the recent update at the app. And it's unfortunate, but there's just not a ton of content on here unless you like playing the same thing over and over and over again, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. Just, I have GS Pro, and I don't think, you know, 99 out of 100 people are going to choose GS Pro over the Awesome Golf app if they have the option. And if I'm going to play GS Pro, I'm going to use my Pro TVX. I'm not going to use the Garmin R10 because the data is not as accurate. Also, I've learned something in the last few years, and that is this. The precise second in time in which you become comfortable, or you sit down to do something you want to do, or you get ready to do something you want to do, is the precise point in time in which you will realize you have to pee. I don't know what it is, and I can't fathom that this is just a me problem. Anyway, there you have it. Good advice for life in general. Let's play 18 holes, stroke play, just me. Shot countdown timer off, mulligan decision time off. And let's play Pentagon tees, which are a little further than I should probably be playing, but what the hell, right? Play golf. All right. It's hard to tell what the driver's doing. I feel like we should have some game audio here. Maybe we do and I can't hear it. Here, let me pause you while I figure this out. All right, we are back. We're back and better than ever. I got some bird sounds now. All right, first hole here is a 398-yard par 4. I'm being told it's a dog leg right. The Garmin's telling me it's ready to watch me hit golf shots with its Doppler radar technology. Yay. All right, the lab software here running off the Pro TVX is telling me that that should have been 46 yards offline to the right. But the Garmin software did not seem to see the same thing, which is fine. It looks like we need to hit about 160, okay, it says it right here, 170 yards to get to the pin. I'm not warmed up, but let's go, let's hit the 6 here. We got some wind in our face. Lab software said that was 161 carry. The R10 said 174 carry. I don't mind those numbers at all. Alrighty, we are in the bunker, 23 yards to the pin. We got a little bit of wind. It looks like we don't have a great lie in the bunker, therefore we will need to get underneath this ball. And she stopped right in her tracks there. For bogey. Okay, number 2 is a par 5, 550 yards. Let's crush driver here. There's your flyover. $191 carry here on the R10, and then 176 carry on the lab software, leaving us 298 yards. Where the hell did my 3-wood go? I think that's the question we're all asking right now. Where did my 3-wood go? Did I leave it in the bag? Yeah, here it is. Located, 3-wood located. All right. So you can see here in the mini map that we will need to fly this, whatever this is over here, which means I'll need to have a nice crisp shot, which may or may not happen. We need to hit 225 just to get over whatever this is. I don't know if it's a rock formation or what, but let's have a stab at it. Okay, that is not going to cut it, folks. We got something, but not enough. So yeah, it looks like a bit of a rock formation. Pretty fat shot there. Let's pull this guy out and replace it with this guy here. There we go. Back to Stoich. And this can go over here. 162. Let's hit a 7-iron here. That is very thin. Still warming up, still warming up. But we're near the green there. "28 yards to the pin here. Oh yeah, we just sailed that right over the green. That's crazy. Sailed it right over the green. Okay. Now we are further away than we originally were. Sit. All right. What do we got next? Oh. Another stinking double. All right, number 3 is a 403-yard par 4. Par 4. There's your flyover. If you could hit 300 yards or so, I would say you could completely, bypass that whole dog leg, but oh, found the bunker. 250-yard carry. We got a 250-yard carry from the Garmin and a 205-yard carry from the lab software. And I think we can agree which one would be more accurate here. Think we might be bunker hunting here. No, we got her. Cool sound effects. "21 yards. It's bogey time, baby. Not Miller time. Bogey time. What do we got? What do we got? All right, let's try to steer clear of these bunkers, but the wind's gonna help us a smidge here. .227 carry from the launch monitor, 219 carry from the lab software. And we still got 198 yards to go. Let's hit a fiber here. Okay, launch monitor said that was a push fade. The lab software said it should have been basically a straight shot. There you have it. 33 yards, a bit of wind in our face here. And went coast to coast. Gotta love that. Fifth hole's a par 3, 166. I'm gonna get a 7-iron out here ready to go. Let's see what the wind's doing. Wind's in our face just a little bit. Let's aim about right there. Sit. Launch monitor said that should be 30 yards to the left, and I tend to agree. Launch or the lab software said that the launch monitor here was pretty much hit where I aimed. 526 yard par 5. What do we got going on here? That should have been an absolutely massive slice, according to the launch monitor. Well, this launch monitor, this one showed basically a straight shot and gave me more carry than it should have. Alrighty, perfect lie. We've got over 250 yards to the pin here. Lab software showed 210 yards of carry, and the launch monitor showed 226, excuse me. A little bit of a deviation there. 55 yards to the pin. Ah, did it again. .65 carry on the Awesome Golf app, 60 carry in the lab software. Really bloating our score up here with these stupid approach shots. There's another one that almost went coast to coast. That is absurd. Absurd, I tell you. Okay, we'll have to start choking down or something on the next few. Pretty much taking a bogey on every hole here, or worse. 352 yard par 4. That should have been, according to the lab software, that should have been a 42 yard slice. .141. Let's go with a 9 iron here. Oh, that was an ugly, ugly, ugly shot. Lab software said that should have been 33 yards to the left, which it, depending on how far we are from the pin, is true. Pretty close, because we did have that wind blowing. Let's choke down on this club here. Still not quite enough. Another stinking bogey. 160 yard par 3 here on the 8th. Over some lava rock or something there. 7 iron. Oh, come on. 416-yard par 4. Uh, 230 carry on the lab software, 270 carry here on Awesome Golf, and that should have been 43 yards offline to the right, so a slice. Let's hit a 9-iron here since we're going too far with everything. Okay, we're over there on the left-hand side of the green. Another pretty not great shot according to the lab software. Too short or too long? Too short or too long? All right, 10 is a 354-yard par 4. .215 carry from Awesome Golf, 190 carry from my launch monitor, this one, the Pro T. 116 yards, let's hit the gap wedge. It might stop. $115. Yay, a par. 200-yard par 3. This ought to be quite a hoot here. That is allegedly 50 plus 47 yards offline, according to the lab software. Uh, 30 yards here. Did we get one in the circle? for a par. This is a 475 yard par 5. There's your flyover. Let's aim here. Tricky little shot. We're going to be playing out of the sand here. We didn't quite fly that bunker. Hitting off the heel as usual. Okay, 227 yards. And I would bet a penny or two that that tree will stop the ball. .129 carry, 169 carry, but remember we were in a bunker and the Pro TVX does not know that. That's just raw data. 108. Let's hit the sand wedge here. Still too much, but we're on the dance floor here. Here's your flyover of 13. 578 yard par 5. Oh, buddy. I noticed we hit off the heel a lot more than we hit off the toe. So let's maybe make some adjustments here. High heely shot there. Carries were about equal between the two launch monitors. What do we got? 354. That is a New York mile here. New York mile, country mile? Sometimes I mix my stuff up. Don't you know? 3 wood. Launch monitor saying that would have been a hook. Total distance 262. Not bad, I guess they're close enough. It's not like I'm playing for money here. Pitching wedge into the green. Way too much club somehow. 136 carry from the old P. I guess it was toey and thin. Maybe that helped it go further. Launch monitor was not looking at that shot. It did look at that one, and it sucked. Okay. That should have carried further than that, but Alrighty, 14 is a 400 yard par 4, 400 yards even. All right, I show 190 carry here, 187 carry here. We're a little bit under the ball there. 202 yards. Launch monitor, excuse me, the lab software shows that should have been 5 yards left. Not quite though. Probably something to do with the wind. Good lie, good grief. Oh, so close. Bogey bus. Buck 63. What's the wind doing? I think I got an 8-iron in my hand here. What's the back? Says this 7,600 backspin. This is showing 5,800, so I'd say that's quite a deviation. Hole 16 is a 300 yard par 4. Perhaps we can capitalize on that. Perhaps. Parked it right in the damn bunker. 209 carry, which is 20 yards longer than the 190 carry here on the lab software. 99 yards in. Let's hit a pitching wedge here. Nice and easy. Roll up there. $8,000 spin, 7,200 spin. Pretty gnarly deviation there. Hole 17 is a 380 yard par 4. Uh-oh. Is stuff about to get real here? Oh, we got under it again. We got under it again. We're getting claps and cheers from everybody here. $1.72 to the pin. Let's hit a 7-iron. Stuff's been going way too far here. Get left. Oh, that thing's going, man. 182 carry with a 7-iron. Something is off here. Oh well. That's a problem for next round, huh? 25 yards out of the sand here. Barely got it out of there. That's crazy. Okay, we're back on the fairway. That's pretty lame. Okay, we got a no read. That's gonna happen, especially when we're this short. Do what I can to get it to read here. Took a bogey. What do we got for 18? 460 yard par 4, baby. More power, baby. Pretty crummy shot, it looks like, in the lab software. Garmin gave us a break. $250 to the pin. $250 to the pin. The carry from both launch monitors is right around 210. We'll call that one good. Wasn't a bad shot, just wasn't a great one. We need to go 38 yards out of the rough. Oh, robbed, I tell you. Alrighty, that should close out the round. Here at Mission Hills Blackstone on the Awesome Golf app. Unlike GS Pro, this is probably all the data you're going to get here. You can see it was a round riddled with double bogeys and bogeys. There were a handful of pars. Not much else to say here. You can either go back or play again or view the leaderboards, but that usually just makes your feelings hurt. And it looks like we went 11 over. We shot an 84 on a par 73 course. So there you have it. All right, guys, as always, I appreciate you watching the videos. For those people who are slowly subscribing, I appreciate it, but please know that it is not necessary. We don't need all of these new requirements in our lives, right? All righty. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later. See you in the next video. Have a good one.